Hi everyone, welcome to our new booktube channel. I recently discovered Book Outlet, so we're gonna do a little haul of it. Book Outlet are books that were either returned by the publisher or they were excess inventory. So it said that some of them could be damaged, but most of them are in perfect condition. So I'm really excited. I got 15 books for $80. So that's kind of amazing. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, the first book is The Arrangement. And I got this book for $5.27. This is about a young art student who's struggling to pay her bills. So she decides to go online and find a sugar daddy to help pay her. So that should be interesting. Next, in a holidays, this book was $4.68. All right, so this is obviously a Christmas book, but it's about a girl who is going back to her family's home for the very last time. And pretty much after, I guess, every end, something happens and she ends up being in like a time loop. So she keeps reliving this like last day at her family's, or first day at her family's house, because it says that she just keeps going back into the airplane on her way to her family's house. So I guess it's like a cheesy little Hallmark movie where she has to figure out how to break the time loop. Next is How to Fail at Flirting. So this one has a Target sticker on it. And this was $4.68. This book does have a typo on the back, which I'm assuming is probably why it was returned. And it's basically just like a cute little romance. So it's about a girl who is like trying to rebuild her confidence after her abusive ex-boyfriend. And so she kind of has to decide about like letting go and trying to get with a boy or like going back to her old life. So, whatever. Next is Skyward. Lexi Skyward. This book also came from Target. And this one is $4.68. Now this is a series. I don't know if it's a trilogy or how many books are in it, but I did get the second one also. I'm not really like 100% sure what this is even about, but I know that it was like all over Book Talk. So I was like, he's supposed to be like a really good writer. So I picked it up. So it's basically like the world is under attack and new pilots are what's left of the human race. And she wants to be a pilot, but her dad like abruptly left. And so her chances of her attending flight school are like none. But I'm not sure what the second book is, but the description doesn't sound that good, but I think it will be good. Okay. Next is Kiss My Cupcake. And this one was $5.08. So this is clearly another romance. It's about a girl who has a cupcake and cocktail shop, and right beside it is a boy who owns an old school sports bar, and they're like enemies. They open on the same day, so they're like trying to steal each other's customers, but then somebody else comes into town and they end up having to work together. So this is probably cute. I think I'll like this one. That one's probably gonna be a little cutie. Next, The House. This one looks spooky. This book was $3.19, so that was like a pretty good deal. So this book is like a haunted house vibe. The boy lives in a haunted house and he meets a girl, but whatever lives with him inside that house like doesn't want her there, I guess. So all right, Heart So Fierce and Broken. I do have the first book of this, which is A Curse So Dark and Lonely. And this book was $3.80, so that's pretty good. So this series, I think, is like a spinoff of Beauty and the Beast. The man turns into a beast and like destroys his castle. So that sounds cute. All right, the next book is, whoops, sorry, The Honey Don't List. Ugh, Christina Lauren. I love Christina Lauren. All right, this book was $4.68. So this book is about a girl and a boy who work for these two people that are home remodeling and design gurus, and the people that they work for don't actually like each other, but that's like a secret because they're supposed to be married, I think. Yeah. So the boy and the girl have to work together to make sure that their secret isn't out, and like, I don't know. Cute romance. Again, Christina Lauren. It's gonna be amazing. So I have 2 of these books already. It's a really long series, but The Wedding Date is the first book out of like 7 maybe, I don't know. The Wedding Date was $5.51. The Royal Wedding, this is The Royal Holiday, was $5.08, and The Wedding Party was $5.96. So like each of these books is about a different couple. Like this one is about 2 people that meet at a wedding, and then this one is about a girl who goes on a work trip to England, and then this one kind of circles back to the first one, but it's about different characters. So I think that they're all connected, but they're just different love interests. Okay, next we have Head Over Heels. And this book was $5.51. This is a book about gymnastics, and as a retired gymnast, naturally this drew my attention. But it's about a girl who was training for the Olympics, but something happened and she ended up having to end her career. I guess she moved away, but for this book, she's coming back, and her old acquaintance is now a coach at the gymnastics facility, and he has asked her to come and help coach a promising gymnast. But then some kind of scandal breaks loose or something, and it's just like a mess. But I think I'll like this one. Next, I got Girls with Sharp Sticks. This cover is kind of fun. I like that. Oh, okay. So this is by Suzanne Young, who wrote The Program, which I actually have that whole series. So that's okay. Okay. Girl with Sharp Sticks. So this is a hardback, and it was only $3.40. So yeah, okay. So this book is actually sounds pretty interesting. It's about an academy full of girls that like they're basically just being like brainwashed to be like perfect girls that are obedient and free of arrogance and defiance and free from troublesome opinions or individual interests. So they're just kind of like being brainwashed basically, and then they kind of find out some of the secrets that are being kept from them, and probably gonna fight it back. You know how these books go. But I think that I'm gonna like this one because I did like Suzanne Young's other books. The next book I got was Anna Kay. And this book was $7.03. So this was actually the most expensive book. Yeah. Yeah. This is the most expensive book that I bought. But I think that's like still pretty good for hardback. This is another romance book. It's about a girl who has like, I guess, a really controlling father, and then she meets this boy, and they are just like, they're pulled irresistibly together, and she has to kind of decide how much of her life she's willing to let go. So I don't know. I did hear about this, and it's been on my TBR for a while, so I'm excited that I got it. And then the last book was the second book of the Skyward. This is the sequel. Is there only two? I don't know. But yes. Oh, this book was $6.55. So again, one of the higher ones that I got, but it is a hardcover. So yeah, those are all my books. And I only spent $80 for 15 books, which I think is amazing. And all of these are like in perfect condition. Like, you know, some of them do have like stickers on them. And I know that some of them are like marked too. But like, if you don't really care that much about how your book looks, as long as I can read them, that's all I really care about. But this was a success, and I will definitely be purchasing books from this place again. Book haul? Book? What's this called? Book Outlet. Book Outlet, everybody. Get your books from Book Outlet. And it didn't take too long for them to come either. Maybe like a week, and they came from Canada. So, thank you, Canada. But that is all for this video. If you have any book recommendations, let me have them. Give them to me. I want to see what you got. I love books, and I want to read them all. So if you have any that you're like, you need to read this, hit me up with those. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and that's all. Bye.